Hello everybody, so today I want to talk to you about happiness. And I want to talk to you about it as if it was a project that you're working on. Perhaps you can think about it as creating a work of art. It's building something. It's building up your happiness, and it takes some time. You have to think about it as if you are working on a piece of art. It's a project you're working towards, and at the beginning it's going to be very rough. You're going to have a very rough draft. You might not be happy. And what you have to work through is all the negative thoughts that you have. That is the first process, and this is, to help you with this is where, going to therapy, psychotherapy, cognitive therapy, this is where this is going to be of the most help for you. Because what that does is it makes you really look critically at what your thoughts are. So, for example, you might say, I can't do anything right in my life. Everything I try to do, I fail at it. And part of cognitive therapy is that you have to examine all of these individual thoughts and, critically examine them. Because when you really look at it, you're like, well, do you actually fail at everything in your life? Because that's what you currently might believe as a negative thought. And when you look at it, you're like, well, actually, no, the truth is that I don't fail at everything in my life. And that helps you then reshape that thought. So now you don't think of yourself as failing at everything in life. And you begin realizing, like, oh, there's actually some more complicated, things to think about here. I might fail sometimes, but I might succeed other times. And then when you work through that, this is working through all these thoughts. This is what I'm talking about when I say that creating happiness is a work in progress. Getting through all your thoughts, all your negative thoughts, and being able to see things more clearly, you have to untangle the mess of thoughts you have. So, so once you say, okay, I fail sometimes, I succeed sometimes, then you can say, well, just because I succeed at one point, or just because I fail at one point, doesn't mean that I'm going to be a complete failure if I fail sometimes. And that's an important thing to understand as well. So just because maybe you do something wrong, maybe you embarrass yourself, doesn't mean that you should always be embarrassed, or doesn't mean you should always feel like you're going to do everything wrong. Check out cognitive therapy. Check out psychotherapy, that sort of thing where you work through your thoughts. It's a process. You can't just expect to be happy in your life. And I think that's kind of where I am starting to realize how this is a bigger project for me, for myself, than what I might have initially realized. When I first realized that I was struggling with my happiness, being depressed, not living a fulfilling life, I didn't really know where to start. I just had no idea what I should do. And over the past few years, I just get one more piece of information, one at a time, to help me figure out how I can be healthy again. And it is something that you have to really think about as taking it one step at a time, as a big project, and it's never finished. You always have to check up on it, because you might be happy tomorrow, you might feel better, you might work through all these negative thoughts you have, but then they can come back. So it's like working on your car or your house, things deteriorate. Just like, if you put yourself in a bad environment, stressful, you might lose that piece that you have. So, and just like working through all your thoughts, you also have to work through what activities you participate in your life. Because, you might realize that some of the things that you're doing in your life are actually causing you to be more stressed out. Some of the things that you're doing in your life might be causing you to feel like you hate yourself, or feel like there's something wrong with you, or whatever. You might be putting yourself through things that do not contribute to you being a happier person. So when hopefully, if you plan out your daily activities and your routines, you choose to do things that will bring you happiness and joy, which is very easy to do in some ways, very hard to do in other ways. the easy thing to do is think about, what do you enjoy? What do you like to do? Try to spend most of your time doing that. And that's something I think we naturally try to do. We usually don't go out of our way to put ourselves into misery and hellish situations. But yeah, I mean, there is another more challenging aspect to this, which is that sometimes in order to be happy in your life, or in order to do things, an activity that would make you feel good, it's actually something that's not the most comfortable thing for you to do, but it's the right thing. And figuring that out, again, it's something that is like, the first time you do it, you might not do it right, you might not do the right thing, and you might have to experiment. So creating your life, creating a sense of inner happiness and peace and love and whatever joy you want to have, it is a process. And just take your time with it. Things will fall into place. Try one thing. If it doesn't work, try another thing. But, if you're sitting there in your life right now and you're like, I hate myself, I hate my life, everything sucks, I'm a loser, I can't do anything right, that's just the beginning. That's just the beginning. Take some time, work through those thoughts, break them down, and reestablish some more positive, some more accurate thinking that would be more positive and help you be happier in your life. So that's my message for the day, guys. That is it. I'm just working through it myself. Wanted to share with you what I was thinking. Thank you for watching. My name's Kenny. I'll see you in my next video.